This is a response to Kahneman's 11 Reasons Why Atheism is a Religion. Maybe I should also make a video why not guilty is guilty. Why it could be raining while it's not raining at the same time. Gee, Kahneman, have you ever heard the law of non-contradiction? Or logic, for that matter? If atheism is a religion, then baldness is a hair color. Not all religions are theistic, just as not all religions are atheistic. Atheism only means it's a belief in any number of gods or deities. It may or may not be religious, but some SSP does not imply that all SSP. You really need to get off your lazy ass and do some real research instead of using Google. Now to refute your 11 shitty reasons. Your first reason said is that because atheism has groups of people promoting it and gathering. Well, so does Geico, the NFL, and Dell, and Apple Computers. Does it mean that all those companies are religions? Your first reason says they are, but isn't that absurd? Next is a mistrusted group. Really, what does that have to do with anything? Ever heard of relevance? For your third reason, it seeks to control people. Oh dear God. Please tell me you're not this fucking stupid. Atheism is not an organization, belief, or ideology. It is an absence of belief. I guess baldness is also trying to take over the world. Your fourth reason has a worldview. No it doesn't. As I stated earlier, atheism is an absence of belief. Worldviews are unique to each atheist. I guess baldness also has a hair color. Next, your fifth reason. It has its own brand of orthodoxy and apostasy. How many times do I have to fucking say it? Atheism is not a belief. It is an absence of belief. So how can it even have an orthodox? Now for your sixth reason. You say that they are beliefs, which means they have faith. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Again, it is an absence of belief for the last goddamn times. I guess dry is wet, because dry has a definition. Now for your seventh reason. The U.S. Court of Law has defined atheism as a religion, and protected as a religion. Jesus fucking Christ. And then you go on and say, if you're an atheist and still maintain that atheism is a religion, then move out, then you are being a hypocrite. Also, you're using false dichotomies and ultimatums and commands. Sorry, but that isn't an argument, or a reason. And which court of law was this referring to? If you're too dumb to even know which court rendered this decision, then why the fuck bother mentioning it? The U.S. courts also affirm that separate is equal. Does that make that correct? If any U.S. court said that 1 plus 1 is 5, would that make it true? The court isn't God. It cannot change the laws of physics or control the universe. It cannot change the fact that atheism is an absence of belief no matter what the fuck it says. Also, I think you're referring to the Supreme Court decision about that inmate who wanted to have his religion, but that religion happened to not have a deity. Well, guess what? That doesn't mean that all forms of atheism are religious. So much for your seventh reason. Your eighth reason, you care about how people view the world. Oh gosh. So I get, and you also say that, you go on to say that, in so much as you stand up and protest those views and produce pamphlets, magazines, and other shit, you're saying your point of view. Therefore, since religion does this also, it's also right to assume that atheism is religion. Oh, so U.S. soldiers killed people during battle, and so did the Nazis. Does it mean the U.S. soldiers committed genocide or are Nazis? Rapists have penises, and so do most men in the U.S. Does that make most men in the United States rapists? You really need to study logic. Because I don't see how anyone could be this dumb to come up with a reason this absurd. Oh god, now you have a ninth reason. You may have crazy people that claim atheism. Everyone knows that religion has its crazy people. Oh, so religion doesn't? Well, it does, as you stated. The logical error in your eighth claim is also present in this ninth claim, so it is easily refuted. The tenth reason. Atheism can lead you to specialize a type of occupation or a lifestyle. Well, guess what? So can cancer. Does that mean that cancer is religion? Same error as your 11th reason. And now for the dumbest reason I've ever heard, your 11th reason. Atheism is based upon blind faith. And then you ask a question. Can you provide me with any proof of the evidence that atheism is accurate or correct? Obviously, if you can, then provide it. Good fucking lord. Do I have to really say it fucking again? Atheism is an absence of belief, and faith is a type of belief, so how is atheism faith if atheism isn't a belief? By your logic, I guess white is dark, and red is blue. And the second part of your question is the most absurd thing I've ever heard of. You, sir, seem to know nothing about the U.S. law or the laws of debate. Atheists do not have any burden of proof. You are the one saying that a God exists, and therefore the burden of proof is yours. If I must provide evidence against your God to be an atheist, I must also provide evidence that to disbelieve dragons and fairies and goblins. So your logic is just insane and absurd, and by your logic, people are guilty until proven not guilty. How fucking stupid can you get? Your 11 regions are full of bullshit. And it's no wonder that, ironically, 11 people dislike your video and only one person likes it. Perhaps that one person is one of your sock accounts. Or maybe a person who's just as dumb as you are. So I'll let you respond to this and comment on this video. But do not post any of your senseless bullshit. If you know nothing about the law, logic, debates, or science, or atheism, then get off your ugly fat ass and educate yourself instead of being the YouTube Idiot of the Year.